Good evening and welcome. I'm Cindy Simon. I'm the head of the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. And on behalf of the faculty, I welcome you to the department's commencement ceremony for 2024 grads. Before we start the program, there are 6 seats. So if there are any grandparents that are standing or anybody who needs to sit, there are 6 seats at the back of the faculty. So you can go around and sit over there. I apologize that there's standing room only, but this is the support of you guys, so this is really great. So first, let me start by introducing the faculty. When I call their name, I think they'll stand up. Phil Westmoreland, Kirill Efemenko, Fanqing Li, Jan Ginzer, Adriana San Miguel, Malad Abul Hassani, Matt Cooper, Peter Fedku, Orlin Velev, Artem Ronsef, Albert Kuhn, Greg Parsons, Steph Meningati. So this is a really special evening, and it's a really special year. It's a special evening because we want to recognize you, our graduates, for your accomplishments and your achievements. And it's a special year because it's our 100th birthday of the department. So in 1924, we were first named a department, and at that time we had 25 undergrads, 3 graduate students, 1 faculty member who is also the department chair, Edgar Eugene Randolph, and they were housed in one room in Winston Hall, and that room was the faculty office, the classroom, the undergraduate laboratory, and the graduate students' research laboratory. So we have gone a long way since then. Our first graduating class in 1925 had 2 bachelor's degrees, Frederick Smith and Kenneth Urquhart. 100 years later, we have a department of 33 faculty, 15 staff, 500 undergrads, not counting the freshmen, and 240 graduate students. We have 45% women, 11% underrepresented minorities, and this is just great. And we're graduating this year, 8 PhDs, 25 master's students, and 147 BS graduates. So congratulations. And this is even more impressive because 80% of our graduating seniors are graduating with honors, and 23 are valedictorians with a 4.0. I mean, and I think we all know chemical engineering is the hardest major in the university, so this is even more impressive. So congratulations. So given our centennial, you might ask, what have chemical engineers done in the last 100 years? Near the top of that list is fertilizers to feed the world, antibiotics, which save 200,000 lives a year in the United States alone, vaccines, which have virtually eliminated smallpox and polio and saved millions of lives during the pandemic. And of course, we developed the petrochemical industry that fueled the transformation from an agrarian society to a technologically advanced economy and good paying jobs. In 1924, the average North Carolinian was illiterate and made $2,000 a year. Even with inflation, our seniors in their starting salaries are more than double that amount. So congratulations to you guys. But with all of these great achievements that we've accomplished in the last 100 years, there have been unforeseen costs to the environment, and we all know that. And so in the next 100 years, I predict that chemical engineers will be the leaders in green energy, electrification of our nation, cleaning up microplastics and PFAS, and developing and innovating smart technologies and products that even today we can't dream of. And our faculty, a lot of them are working on these, and I know that you guys will also be working on this. In graduating from state, you're joining nearly 7,000 prior graduates and a legacy of great engineers who have made a difference in the world. You have the know-how, you have the creativity, and you have the NC State think and do mentality. And so I urge you to find your purpose and to tackle problems with integrity, social awareness, and compassion. And never forget the value of the wolf pack, watching out for one another and working together. It has been a privilege for the faculty to help you learn and grow and to prepare you for your future. And equally rewarding is seeing our alumni and how they have grown in their careers, how they have succeeded, and how they are changing the world. So one thing, I want you to keep in touch and come back, but right now, we're going to have 3 alumni speakers. And first, I would like to introduce Dr. Lisa Bullard. Who is the director of undergraduate program and a proud alumna from the class of 1984, to come to the podium to introduce our alumni speaker, Shireen Pierce, class of 2001, and vice president of Duke Energy Corporation. Thank you, Lisa.
It's my pleasure today to recognize one of our outstanding alumna who will represent all of our alumni in wishing you graduates well. Shireen Pierce serves as Vice President and Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer for Duke Energy. She is responsible for developing and executing strategies that continue to build on the company's culture of diversity and inclusion and enhance its ability to execute the industry's largest clean energy transition. Before assuming her current position in December 2022, Pierce served as Vice President of Customer Experience and Services Operational Transformation for Duke Energy. In this role, she focused on delivering customer value, employee engagement and diversity and inclusion initiatives within the company. And she joined the company in 2000 when she graduated and has held a series of engineering and operations leadership roles during her career. Her previous roles also included Vice President of Engineering for the distribution grid in the Western Carolinas. A native of North Carolina, she earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering from NC State. She is a registered professional engineer in North Carolina. She currently serves on the NC State Park Scholarship Regional Selection Committee, and she's a member of the Wake Forest University Engineering External Advisory Council and a Project Scientist STEM Superstar speaker. She also has her family, her husband, and her 2 children here, and we welcome them as well. I think they've come directly from a baseball game, so we're so pleased that you made it. Shireen, please come and share with our students.
Good evening. Mrs. Shell, my first grade teacher, posed a common and seemingly innocent question to the class. What do you want to be when you grow up? Write it down on your worksheet, and then you can go outside to play. One by one and rather quickly, I noticed my classmates hurrying out of the classroom until only 2 people remained, Mrs. Shell and me. I remember squirming uncomfortably in my chair and wondering, why would my teacher rush such an important task? I'm sure well-meaning family members and friends had posed that exact same question before, but this was different. This was an assignment, and I took it seriously. Finally, Mrs. Shell had had enough and was ready to go outside for some fresh air and sunshine. She pleaded with me, please write something, anything down. She listed out various occupations, and under the pressure, I relented and randomly wrote something down. But the assignment, and more importantly, the question, haunted me for a while. I decided as a first grader I was going to figure out my answer to that question. Some folks know exactly what they want to do in life. However, some of us have less clarity and a lot more questions when it comes to our career aspirations. The good news is there's no right or wrong answer to that question. Wherever you fall on that spectrum of knowing to not knowing, you are in a good place because engineering opens doors. Engineering fields are experiencing groundbreaking changes today that are reshaping the way we approach problems and design solutions. Some of today's most urgent problems require the skills that you all have developed as chemical engineering graduates. For example, improving our health and well-being through life sciences and nanotechnology, feeding our growing population through cutting-edge bioengineering and agricultural innovations, identifying viable and renewable energy resources, including new sources of fuel, and promoting green engineering to improve sustainability and reduce the carbon footprint of manufacturing. The AI boom is also boosting the need for engineers. A CEO of a chip manufacturer is planning a $4 billion investment and recently stated, "We need several hundred engineers for our new advanced packaging manufacturing fab in physics, chemistry, material science, and electronics engineering." These engineering problems are like doors leading to multiple career opportunities. Your degree is the key that unlocks that door and positions you to contribute to the needs of today's society. Once you unlock a door or two, you may find yourself in a traditional role with a pharmaceutical or food processing company, a local manufacturer, renewable energy firm, only to find that your interests and passions don't align with that field. Engineering opens doors to other career options. I've met and worked with engineers who became medical doctors, lawyers, business school professors, economists, and the list goes on and on. 23 years ago, I started with Duke Energy just a couple of weeks after graduation. On graduation day, sitting exactly where you sit today, I had no idea that I was transitioning into a multi-decades-long career that would lead me to 11 different roles with the same company. And I most certainly could not have imagined that I would return one day to speak to the graduating class of 2024 as Vice President and Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer for that same company. Engineering opens doors, sometimes doors you didn't expect. Lastly, the National Academy of Engineering identified the grand challenges of engineering for the 21st century. The purpose of these 14 game-changing goals is to improve life on the planet by applying the rules of reason, the findings of science, the aesthetics of art, and the spirit of creative imagination. While all 14 are fascinating, the ones most relevant to chemical and biomolecular engineering are reverse engineer the brain, engineer better medicines, provide access to clean water, provide energy from fusion, and develop carbon sequestration methods. No pressure. Thankfully, we still have 75 more years left in the 21st century, and that should be plenty of time for you all to check off that list. Those are big problems that could take multiple decades and multiple generations of engineers to solve. As daunting as they are, I am confident that we will make progress because of the ingenuity that I have seen on my journey as a professional engineer. Engineering opens doors to solve problems, some of the world's most pressing challenges. And you have the opportunity to decide which door or doors lead to your fulfilling career. It took a couple of decades, but I finally figured out what I want to be when I grow up. My purpose is to make a positive difference every single day. I get the chance to do that by providing a product, a life-saving product that is ubiquitous and so vital that most people forget it's even there. A lot like oxygen. Clean energy powers the lives of everyone around us and the vitality of our communities. I am grateful that each day I make a positive difference by helping to deliver electricity and gas to over 9 million people. Be encouraged. If you are clear on your career aspirations, then forge ahead, knowing you have the stamina and the ability to succeed. If you are unclear on your career aspirations, still forge ahead, knowing your chemical engineering degree will open doors to opportunities to help you make life better for yourself and those around you. To paraphrase Steve Jobs, the people who believe they can change the world are the ones who do. We are all cheering for you and are confident you will leave the world better than you found it. Thank you.
Thank you, Shireen, for that inspirational set of wisdom. Now I would like to introduce the 2023 Farrell Award winner, Amanda Volk. Amanda received her PhD from NC State last year, studying self-driving laboratories under the supervision of Professor Abul Hassani and Greg Parsons. Her work resulted in 14 journal publications, including Nature Communications and other high-impact journals. She's currently an NRC postdoc at the Air Force Research Laboratory, where she continues her work on self-driving laboratories for discovery and optimization of nanomaterials. Amanda.
Thank you so much, Dr. Simon. I am honored to receive this award. I have incredibly talented peers and mentors, and for them to support my work is very meaningful to me. Thank you especially to my advisor, Professor Malad Abul Hassani, for his dedication to his students, research, and leadership throughout my PhD. Thank you also to my co-PI, Dr. Greg Parsons, and to the rest of the department faculty, staff, my collaborators, my dear family and friends. Every one of you played a part in helping me achieve my goals, and I would not be where I am today without you. After thinking about all of the very influential people in my life, I also began to think about significant moments during my PhD, and I thought of a story I'd like to share with you all. Midway through my PhD, I overheard there was a rare bird spotted in Raleigh called a painted bunting. Naturally, as somebody about to crack during a PhD, I decided to take up birding to find the bird. Every day I went to Dorothea Dix Park to try to see it. I began meeting other fellow birders in the woods and would gather all the expertise and intel I could to try to find this bird. Many times they'd tell me, oh, it's just around the corner and it's magnificent, you're gonna see it. I turned the corner they spoke of and never saw anything. I thought, well, I must just not be birding hard enough. Thus ensued Bunting Quest. I downloaded multiple MP3 files of bunting mating calls on my phone with the hopes that if I could not find the bunting, it would find me. When that didn't work, I tried adding camouflage. I tried following the fly patterns of local finches to see where seed-eating birds were grazing. Even when Dreamville Music Festival was happening, I did not let that deter me. I'm sure I'm in a video somewhere behind the stage, lurking in the woods with binoculars and a hat. My bunting quest got so out of hand that when my family visited me, I versed them in what male and female bunting sounded like, looked like, and recruited them every day for my cause by having them triangulate across Dorothea Dix Park and update me on any possible leads. All of this to no avail. Fast forward to a year later, and I was driving on a trip through Colorado. I saw some fellow birders, and I stopped to talk to them and share my experience trying to track down the famously rare painted bunting. The man I was talking to started laughing. He informed me that if I had just driven maximum an hour towards the coast, I would not have only seen one bunting, but flocks of them. As it turns out, all the experts I had talked to wanted to see one specific, bold, possibly lost little bunting in Raleigh, not just a painted bunting. And while I think there are many lessons to this experience, effective communication being one of them, I think it really underpins the value of exploration. This is not a new concept. It's one I should have been familiar with given my research background. In many high-performing machine learning algorithms, you balance exploration with exploitation. That is, finding new information versus using the information you have to maximize your outcome. I was running an exploitation, trying to find the bunting, not exploring through added in-depth research or traveling outside of where I was told it was sighted. What's interesting about these algorithms, though, is even if you find a great outcome, you still don't know if it's the global optimum or the best possible that you can achieve. Such is true in our personal lives. Specifically, there is always promise of improvement in the unknown. And while it is perfectly reasonable to find one painted bunting and be content, never underestimate the unknown. In it lies potential, and nobody can ever take that away from you. The promise of potential of the unknown are among the few guaranteed things in life. I hope that knowledge and the embrace of exploring the unknown provides you comfort in difficult times and excitement in uncertain times. You never know how important you will be to your field of work, your colleagues, your friends, your family, or even one person in the future. While you may one day find yourself treading around a tick-infested forest with third-degree sunburn, remember, if you travel a half hour away, you may find flocks of buntings. With that, have fun, explore, and go pack.
Next, it's my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Savannah Powers. She is completing her BS in Chemical Engineering with a minor in Biomanufacturing. Her leadership roles include president and founder of Active Minds, Bible study leader in Crew, and CBE departmental ambassador. Within AICHE, the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, she served as chapter vice president, sophomore coordinator, and K-12 outreach chair. Additionally, in her position as a research assistant in the Elefani lab, she's worked on the genetic modification of yeast cells to be able to produce human serum albumin. During this past summer, she worked toward discovering the heat transfer coefficient of a lyophilizer to calibrate it to be able to manufacture bladder cancer treatments as well as leading an initiative to improve communication and community surrounding mental health at Merck as a technical operations intern. Following graduation, she will be getting married and beginning work at Merck as a process engineer while she will continue her work on bladder cancer treatment manufacturing. Please join me in welcoming Savannah Powers.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, cherished family and friends, and of course, my fellow graduates, welcome and thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion. Before I delve into the heart of my speech, I want to give a shout out to the audience here today. Without each of you playing a role by providing unwavering support, encouragement, and guidance to us in the class of 2024, none of us would be here today, ready to embark on the next chapter of our lives. As we gather here, reminiscing about our journey through college, it's impossible not to reflect on the countless times we've been asked those three very repetitive questions. The what's your name, what year are you, and what's your major? And if you're anything like me, you've experienced that all too familiar reaction when revealing you're a chemical engineering major, the dreaded, good for you, but I hated chemistry. But let me tell you, chemical engineering is much more than just chemistry. It's about cultivating a mindset of problem solving, innovation, and resilience. And after these few years together, I'm sure of one thing. This class is going to use the problem solving skills we have learned to change the world. It's been an honor to navigate the triumphs and challenges of academia alongside each and every one of you. COVID made the start of college extremely difficult. Many of us spent the first year at home and did not even get to see the faces of our fellow classmates until the second half of our sophomore year. However, it taught us perseverance and resilience, and that we are able to carry forward. But COVID did not stop these few years from being very memorable. Here are just a few of the memories we share as the collective class of 2024. We've stormed the field after beating both Clemson and UNC in football in 2021. We've listened to Ross Lynch and Coin at Wolfstock. We've devoured all the free goodies from the Free Moms every Thursday morning. We've enjoyed walking down Hillsborough during Packapalooza. We somehow ate 12 donuts and ran 5 miles for the Krispy Kreme run. We've also run to DP at 2 a.m. for a late night snack in the middle of a study break. In the winter of our sophomore year, we found anything we could on campus to go sledding down the court of Carolina when it snowed. We've seen Carter Finley turned into an ice skating rink and witnessed an ice pack victory over Carolina. And we've gotten the absolute joy of storming the bell tower when NC State won the ACC championship and made it to the Final Four in both men's and women's basketball. And a lot of our time was just spent in small groups, hanging out with friends in apartments, in dorms, at local coffee shops, and even in the atrium of Engineering Building 1. Each of us have such precious memories of time spent together with people. But I want to talk specifically about this class of chemical engineers. This class is truly unique because this is a class that cares deeply for one another, fostering a sense of community and belonging that is palpable in Engineering Building 1. People make it a point to say hey and ask you how your day was. This class is always willing to help each other learn the rigorous material, and there have been countless weeks where there have been 20 to 30 of us crowded around 2 6-person tables, all trying to solve a homework problem on a random Tuesday afternoon. We've conquered 4-hour exams together, or in the words of Dr. Valev, thermo parties. We've decorated ornaments and ate all the free food us broke college students could get our hands on together. Some of us even decided to wear our pajamas to exams together. We've thrown stress balls across the atrium of Engineering Building 1, and we instated college recess on the Oval. And through the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, we've traveled all the way to Florida, Alabama, and Arizona together. We've shared laughter, tears, and countless memories that have solidified our bond as a cohort. And as Jim Valvano once said, if you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. And therefore for us, it's been a heck of a few years together in Engineering Building 1. A whopping 77% of this class is graduating with academic honors. And that's not because this is an easy major. Moreover, this class boasts of an impressive array of leaders, both in the classroom, on the field, and in religious, social, and other circles. In our class, we have student athletes, activists, researchers, and entrepreneurs, all poised to make a significant impact on society. The majority of these students here today have navigated leadership roles, clubs, sports, or working part-time or even full-time, while all being students in what is arguably the hardest college major. To all the guests in the audience, you better keep a copy of your graduation program. In 10, 20, 30 years, you are going to see these names again. People in this class will be running companies, contributing to society's grand challenges, winning awards for their groundbreaking research, and shaping a brighter future for generations to come. To our beloved friends and family, thank you for standing by us. Thank you for believing in us and for celebrating this milestone with us today. To our esteemed professors, we are forever indebted to your wisdom, your guidance, and your unwavering support. Thank you for investing in us, challenging us, and fostering an environment where we could thrive and grow. And to Dr. Bullard, thank you for being our chemical engineering mom and for always letting us come sit in your rocking chairs and talk through the highs and lows of our college journey. Class of 2024, as we stand on the precipice of a new beginning, let us carry forward the memories cherished, the lessons learned, and the friendships forged. Together, let us go forth and change the world, armed with the knowledge, the passion, and the determination that defines us. Congratulations, my dear classmates, on this remarkable achievement. The world awaits. Let's go make it a better place together.
Thank you, Savannah, and thank you to all of the speakers. Now we are going to recognize the graduates, and I would like Michael Dickey to come to the stage. He will be reading the names. So,
we now recognize the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science. Daisy Aguilera, cum laude. Andrew Alexander, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Qusai Musad Al-Malki, magna cum laude. Sebastian Alessandro Almanza, cum laude. Caroline Amanda Anderson, magna cum laude. Varun Sushil Atri, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Michaela Brianna Atwood. Sarah Frances Bailey. Justina Renee Banerjee, magna cum laude. Ethan Thomas Basinger, summa cum laude. Evan Lawrence Baxley, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Beckett, summa cum laude. Jacob Weldon Bell, summa cum laude. Ryan James Bishop, summa cum laude. Ava Marianne Bowen, magna cum laude. John Patrick Bowker. Morgan Ray Bradley, magna cum laude. Davis John Brandberg, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Brianna Bui, summa cum laude. Annika Janelle King Cahigal. Reagan Ashley Sela, cum laude. Camilla Vanessa Klinkner, magna cum laude. Braxton Luke Coggins, cum laude. Weston Blaine Krieger, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Sydney Lauren Crush, magna cum laude. Eric Michael DiTallo, summa cum laude. Dominic Michael DiPaolo III, magna cum laude. Jordan Elizabeth Durbis, magna cum laude. Teresa Duoski, summa cum laude. Hannah Faye Dickerson, summa cum laude, valedictorian. James Hu Do, magna cum laude. Sydney Lynn Epps, summa cum laude. Caleb Lee Estridge. Samuel Robert Everhart. Stephanie Annika Falcone, cum laude. Matthew Stephen Feeney. Aiden Farrell, magna cum laude. Delaney Victoria Fields, cum laude. Mara Antoinette Fisher, summa cum laude. Jack Christopher Furr, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Gates, summa cum laude. Eric Alexander Javadoni, summa cum laude, valedictorian. It's okay. Ariana Gomez, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Ian Thomas Goodall. Peter Joel Goff, summa cum laude. Jessa Nicole Hainline. Skylar Grace Harrelson, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Trey Douglas Hester, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Stephen Datan Wong, magna cum laude. Noah Spencer Hunter, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Sarav Jain, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Benjamin Andrew Jakes, summa cum laude. Parker Alexander Jansen, cum laude. Caitlin Marie John, magna cum laude. Emma Grace Johnson, magna cum laude. Amanda Grace Casson, cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Kinzel, cum laude. Elias Alexander Gamil Kirsting, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Sangun Kim, magna cum laude. Trey Asbury Knight, summa cum laude, valedictorian. James Zaid Kurdi, summa cum laude. Sarah Danielle Lasivita. Emma Elizabeth Lisarski, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Anna Catherine Lawrence, summa cum laude. Brianna Page Barker Lowry, cum laude. Coleman Tate Lee. Daniel Dongwang Lee. Brandon David Leib magna cum laude. Rachel Andriana Liner, magna cum laude. Jackson Fisher Lodes, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Andrew John Lovelet. Elizabeth Preston Mackey, magna cum laude. Andrew Clark Madron, cum laude. Christina Martinez Mata, cum laude. Jackson Luke Massey, summa cum laude. Aiden Matthew Rowney. Joseph Marshall McCoy III, summa cum laude. Sydney Elizabeth McGraw, cum laude. Univa Mendoza Apodoka. Miles Jerome Merriweather. Isabella Lucille Miller, summa cum laude. Gina Nicole Malika, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Joseph Michael Murray, summa cum laude. Cameron Julia Neely, cum laude. Isabel Bullen Newman Rivera, magna cum laude. William Peter Newheisen, magna cum laude. Dylan Le Pham, summa cum laude. And our speaker, Savannah Caitlin Powers, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Lindsay Lenora Proctor. Kendall Lee Putnam. Brooke Gabrielle Rode, summa cum laude. Jalen Latrell Rush Robertson. Polina Vladimirovna Rusinovic, cum laude. Azine Saberi Basari, summa cum laude. Dylan Norris Savant, summa cum laude. Charlotte Renee Shababerly, magna cum laude. Jenna Grace Schultz, summa cum laude. Ian Joseph Seidel, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Riley Nicole Sapesi, cum laude. Cooper James Seward, cum laude. Aaliyah Brooke Sigmund, magna cum laude. Peyton Noah Smith. Mark Cross South, magna cum laude. Olivia A. Soa, cum laude. Ashwin Srikanth, magna cum laude. Noah Matthew Stalcup. Jacob Matthew Stana, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Christine Rose Stark, cum laude. Morgan Louise Stevens, summa cum laude. Kala Stober. Ethan Christopher Suber, magna cum laude. Bennett Forrest Surratt, summa cum laude. Titus Paul Sabodi, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Hayden Douglas Taylor. Colin Douglas Teakin, magna cum laude. Nathan Carter Thompson, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Michael Adam Tozer, summa cum laude. Catherine Elaine Trinellis, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Nicholas Paul Triplett, cum laude. John Carlos Vargas, magna cum laude. Tyler Jawan Void, magna cum laude. James Arthur Voos, summa cum laude. Sotaroth Vuti, summa cum laude. Christian Wakeford. Samantha Caroline Walker, summa cum laude. Stuart Trent Walter, cum laude. Jacob Lawrence Weinstock, magna cum laude. Paige Cassidy Wheeler, cum laude. That's okay, Eileen. Abigail Eileen Willett, magna cum laude. Noah Jeffrey Williams. Connor Nathaniel Rock, cum laude. Samuel M. Wysocki, magna cum laude. Amin Yahi, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Brendan Robert Yu, summa cum laude. Owen Jeremiah York, magna cum laude. Zemo Zo, magna cum laude. Olivia Renee Zlatnicki, cum laude. Okay, we're now transitioning to the Masters of Science, so we're recognizing recipients of the degree of Masters of Science. Daniel Addington. Mesbah Ahmad. Ali Marus Alali. Tyler Granger Sink. Vamsi Vaishnavi Koluru. Isaac Meeting. Savesh Anand Nadkarni. Donna Nolan Wethington. Shivani Sutrave. Man Vari Vari Laker. Excuse me. Ashika Verma. Snehashri Ridi Yakaluri. Last but not least, we now recognize the recipients of the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy. Yes. So we're going to have the advisor or a stand-in for the advisor come up for a hooding ceremony. So this is Ernesto Daniel Cardenas Vasquez. His advisor is Eric Santizo, and he'll be hooded by Orlin Velev. Chris Estridge, who is advised by Albert Kyung and hooded by Albert Kyung. Ryan Kilgore, Advisor Stefano Menegatti. Vahid Rahmanian, Advisor Saad Khan, and hooded by Cindy Simon. John Van Schaik, Advisor Nathan Crook, and hooded by Albert Kyung. Last but not least, Alice and Christine Waldman, Advisor Albert Kyung, and Bala Rao. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, let's give one last round of applause for all our graduates.
I'd like to ask Savannah Powers to come up to be our tassel turning leader. We're in the home stretch. We're so close. We're standing between you and dinner. So Savannah, come on up. The graduates would please stand. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to turn the tassel. 1, 2, 3. That closes our graduation program. We encourage you to hang around, take pictures in front of our lovely chemical engineering site or outside in the lovely Talley Student Center. The faculty will hang around in case you would like to speak to them, but we're so pleased that you joined us today for this milestone event in the lives of your family and friends. Blessings to all of you, safe travels home, and celebrate the day. Thank you.